Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, The Rising Tide. This is episode 43, and last time we started the DLC for a brand new adventure, and we got the iconic ability of Leviathan. So our circle is now complete, and I've taken a look at our Leviathan abilities. We got to play around with it a little bit last time with Serpent's Cry, Deluge, and Crosswell. But we also have Abyssal Tear to rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea, and when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. And I was reading this thinking, Abyssal Tear or Abyssal Tear? It could be Tear because it's water, but it's also a tear because it rips open a gateway. And then we have Tsunami, our ultimate, to conjure a walling wave of titanic proportions to swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the surf, which is pretty awesome. So I've mastered some of those abilities and had a look at our iconic gear sets. You can have a few loadouts, which is really cool. So got a few on the go, but I think we'll try and go for this. We'll basically replace Odin and his Zantetskin with Leviathan, which could be really fun. So we'll play around with that, see what happens. We're going to return to the Witten Hole now, as we're going to learn more about this iconic baby, of which we have absorbed some power from.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant Walyas.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
That's crazy.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Clive and Jill together. So making a, eternal Mother Crystal with the power to stop time. That's pretty crazy.
It's not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Okay, and we have a few new side quests that have popped up, actually. 4 in total. 2 gives us some bonus stuff. Alright. Let's see what the village requires of us before we make for the heir of ours.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Take me, what am I gonna do? You've got to help me. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with, are you?
Why do you ask?
Eh? Oh, sorry, I should explain. My name's Kitav. I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
I can try.
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us, it would have faded years ago.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns?
Aye, that's right. He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are 2 cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run and another near the Winged Wains, the ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well.
Alright. Rules of honor.
One camp
Well, basic...
by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
I will basically just check in with everybody, and then we'll head on out.
I can't go on like this.
Don't say that. You'll only get yourself worked up again. Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet. healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but...
But?
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Chilled to the bone he is. Like, turns out that, like, they let in our group and we actually unleashed, like, a pathogen or, like, a virus onto the town from the outside. We were, like, carrying something and we weren't even aware of it.
Oh, do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fanit asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
Maybe. Considering this one is just...
child.
Actually, maybe I'll talk with Joshua. You got anything to say to me, bro?
I suspect two dominants can handle whatever it is that awaits you atop that peak. And if not, there's always Lady Shula's battle axe.
I mean, Jill can use Shiva powers. I don't know if she has the ability of the Prime anymore, though. That's the thing that I'm kind of confused about.
May I speak with you a moment?
I may have forgotten how it works, because I know that we get some of Garuda's power, but then Benedicta still goes pretty crazy and becomes Garuda. So I guess Jill has the potential to still become Shiva, but it takes a lot out of her.
There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious, then?
Yes. I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
Very well. Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
The customer?
I'll explain later. Come on.
I always love the necessary context being left out until later.
The figure I saw was about halfway up the cloak. That's our name for the mountain you crossed to get here.
Okay.
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazir, is it not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what, but he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanet is looking for. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, eh?
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Okay. Just keep going. Report back to Fanet.
O ceaseless rill, guide thy bounty.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Blazir, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then... I can't say for sure, but I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries. You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
And you think they may have caused Talor's illness?
I do. At least in a way, and if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there, and if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Very well.
Okay, we're dealing with potential Tonberry issues now as well. Alright, let me grab this side quest right here. and we'll see which direction we're heading in next.
Bastard things.
Juggling them all at the same time.
Hail, stranger.
Hail, stranger.
Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine-gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat. And he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
He would. Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Alright, so this is how we unlock bringing Ambrosia to a new area. Makes sense. Cool. Speak to Manda's father. We'll head this way first. The uninvited guest.
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
So we do have some confirmation that at least, like, these people do a bit of the inconspicuous stealth supply gathering. Like, they go out to the mainland to get what they can, even though the world is not doing so hot right now.
It's a mimic gourd you need, or your bird will panic as soon as the first wave hits. Bring both to the shore near Northreach, and leave the rest to me.
Okay. Search for the intruder on the cloak. Let's take a look. Hello? Any mysterious cloaked figures nearby? What's this range? Okay, decent range. evidence.
A bottle. Breath of the Arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive, too.
Who's there?
Show yourself!
Stop!
Just use Phoenix to just hunt him down. Just go. Whoa. If I didn't have a huge recovery time, you could just endlessly dash.
No! No! Hang on! I'm coming! Don't eat me! I'll give you that wrong, I swear!
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Let's see Tsunami.
It's over!
Dude. Clive's just Tsunami yell. I'm like, alright, let's see the Tsunami move. There it is. Incredible. Collateral Tsunami. And now the stranger's gone, swept away with the surf.
Are you alright?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved. Oh, I could kiss you.
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary. It's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients? We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
It must have been Shula bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervey. And now that you know about this place, neither can you. We must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
I'm to meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
To the end of the world and beyond.
This dude's not very good at picking up hints, is he? And now he's
Never
just
found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself. I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
travel. Yeah, he's like love struck to the point where she's like, I'm trying to forget about you. And he's like, I can't wait to be here. It's like, because now he can't leave and she doesn't want to be with him.
Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could?
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale. And in the Dame, a second mother. I also found Hervé. But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before. Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes. Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Even though I really didn't want to see him. The uninvited guest. An ageless millet. Though called millet, only a fool would endeavour to consume this ivory sand, used primarily for polishing the stone floors of churches and temples. This particular sackful appears to have been affected by a surfeit of ether, which has somehow slowed its degradation process. So we've got a lot of, wow, this stuff has lasted really long somehow. For most of our items. Okay. Out into the wilds we go.
Bastard things.
Before, we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
Well, we'll be going to the green altar. Check one of our cans.
Well, here's the cairn. But no sign of Nasef. To the riverbank, then.
Guess can we go through the dark gate into the next area? Hitting up all our spots. Oh no, hang on, this is the...
Who have we here?
There we go.
I'm looking for a man named Nasef.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. Wait, you didn't think I was him, did you? Sorry, mate, I'm just out to gym myself a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out to work on one of these cairns and didn't return.
Wow, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
There's a bridge further down the path. Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back. Our carpenter only recently had time to rebuild it. But if I remember rightly, there is another cairn on the far side. Maybe he decided to visit that one while he was here.
Maybe. It's worth a look, certainly. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'll keep an eye out too. Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Let's hope so.
Not our clean-shaven man. Onward past the bridge. A robber crab. Okay.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Rivers meet obelisk. Trying to remember how to actually use this blade. I remember we've got that one. I've got that. Multiple ways to build up our Zantetskin. Wow, look at this.
Ah! Stay away, damn you!
I see our issue. 112. Jesus. Oh! Gets the killing blow on the dodge parry. That's a cool finisher right there. Melted him.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nassef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
Ah, I'm sorry. I was so focused on attuning the cairn I didn't see those creatures come until it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is. But you'll struggle to do it if you're dead. You need to take more care.
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like. But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get the job done faster so things would be perfect for your arrival. Stupid, I know.
So you found him then?
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nassef. Woods are full of nasties today.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. You saved my life. It's only right I repay you.
If you insist. Take care now.
Okay. Now, we can fast travel back. However, we have quests to do out in the wilds. So, I think we'll stay out for now.
If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
Ooh, more tonberries.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual.
Creepy things.
Sorry to disturb you.
Get tsunami'd! Oh shit, there's more. Love this movement. Very fun to use Leviathan. The extra dodge is nice. The water abilities are great. And I like having iconic sets now because I can just swap between them.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
I don't have all of my abilities mastered because I haven't had the time to play New Game Plus, but if I did, I'd be able to kind of freely swap more around at will. I still have to kind of refund points and buy other ones to make it work. Oh, okay.
The silver chain. I doubt the Tomberries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Looks like it's in a dish that's similar to that one that we saw by the water in the village. I'll travel back for these two. We'll check in. I'm glad that they added that.
You're back? Well, did you find anything?
Silver chain. A string of finely wrought links found offered upon an altar in Tonberry territory, exactly as Mesidia's healer suspected. The delicacy of the metalwork, combined with the fact that the attached pendant depicts the head of a dragon, suggests that it is not the work of the beastmen.
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tomberries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tomberries are. They feed on hatred and suffering. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tomberry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
I beg your pardon?
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another, aye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Griega's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now, let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell, stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise. If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
Brother cursed himself. Can you make better gear than Blackthorn? Serpent Ring Design Draft, a diagram detailing the steps to craft a set of 4 rings believed to channel the might of the icon Leviathan. And then Adderstone, by harnessing an aquamarine's peculiar ability to audibly resonate with other aquamarines. Charms carved from the self-same musician gemstone called Adderstones by the people of the North can be used to locate other nearby sources. Okay, so we can craft up to 4 serpent rings. I guess these are accessories that will give us different things similar to the bits in Echoes of the Fallen. You've obtained the design draft for Serpent Rings, accessories that, when equipped, enhance Leviathan's iconic abilities. Okay. To create these items, speak with Blackthorn. Blackthorn in the Hideaway or Pavat in Haven's Foundry and select the craft option. Please note that crafting them will require several materials found only in Mysidia, such as aquamarine. And we have obtained an Adderstone, so carved from aquamarine, Adderstones will resonate both audibly and visibly with other nearby sources of the precious gemstone, making them invaluable in gathering the rare crafting material. Your controller will also vibrate when in proximity. Aquamarine is hidden throughout Mysidia, so to be sure to check every corner of the region. Please note that some aquamarine locations will differ between certain modes that you play on.
What is it you want?
Well, there you go. And we can make the weapon Tide Strike, which is weaker than Omega Weapon. That's crazy. Why? I guess we can at least craft it, and we can use the appearance of the blade in Transmog, but when you get a new weapon, you don't want it to be weaker than the one you got in the last DLC. Surge did the tide, the water rising as if it were some mighty whale stranding itself upon the shore. Alright, well, we'll make it. So Tsunami needs 2 aquamarine. We'll probably do that one first. The Ageless, Millet, the Oilstone, Odiment, and Tallow. So this will just be the other side quests. An ornate ring crafted with an aesthetic unique to the moats of water. It is fitted with a single aquamarine that positively pulses with ethereal energy. Sharpened talons, sharper gaze, for to seize those led astray. 4th verse of a Southern Ash Lullaby. So, Deluge cooldown 1.5 seconds, Crosswell by 2, that one's good. Abyssal Tear 2 seconds, and Tsunami by 8 seconds, which is massive. Guess I'll make myself a Tide Strike.
Flawless.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit. We can make Tonberry Knife. Whoa, the stagger goes up 290. Now this is something that I wish we had more of. Like, Final Fantasy XVI has a really amazing gameplay element to it, but it could be enhanced. There's like another couple of levels that it could go. Like status effects, buffs and debuffs, having weapons with drastically different attack and stagger instead of being exactly the same every time, weapons that will give you buffs or debuffs, weapons that will apply effects in combat, like to actually make you want to utilize your different weapons instead of throwing them in the garbage for the next one. That would be really cool and would, what's the word that I'm looking for? It would sort of like push you to craft equipment loadouts with your weaponry. So it looks like we've got a couple of hunts, a notched tang and an aqueous membrane, 2 Aurea Calcum, we've got 1, and 2 Fool's Gold. That looks awesome. So some say that it is not within the flames of a forge, but the flames of a Tonberry's rage that his knife is tempered, and while this shaky supposition will, at best, elicit a roll of the eyes from any respectable blacksmith, the truth of the matter is that there exist no known observations of a Tonberry knife's creation, leaving us the freedom to believe what we will until a better explanation, such as, say, magic runes, come along. Cool.
A good tide to you.
I'm going to enjoy utilizing that blade for sure. Yeah, it's the kind of thing when you get you face a Malboro or a Morbol in this game, and they use bad breath, and you just shake it off, you know.
I thought I'd lost you.
But you saw to it that I was found.
Thank you. Nasef told me everything. If you hadn't got there when you did.
Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
All that matters is that you're safe. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your jobs, but Don't go alone again.
Or if we have to, maybe we should think about casting the glamour on ourselves to keep the wildlife from spotting us. It'd take its toll, of course, but it'd beat letting the cairns fall and having to weave the entire spell from scratch. Imagine if we had to do that.
I'd rather not. We'd only succeed in adding 2 new piles of stone to the collection.
Your bearers?
That we are, thank the tides. The others can't attune to the crystals in the cairns the same way we can. I reckon this place would be doomed without us.
So, you do this work for the good of your people? Not because...
We're forced to. No. From what I've heard of the way things work on the outside, we were truly blessed that our rain fell here in Mysidia. Our people are few enough as it is. If we started turning on each other, kin against kin, over nothing but a stupid accident of birth, our days would be numbered.
They would.
Anyway, all's well that ends well, eh? Thanks to you, both of us lived to keep this place hidden another day.
All right. Silver penning. As its surface is so time-worn as to render any markings indistinguishable, we may never know when or by whom this ancient silver coin was minted. However, considering that Gil has been in circulation since the advent of the realm's current calendar, this piece is quite possibly over 1,000 winters old. And then you can just trade it for Gil.
Lovely weather, isn't it? Another beautiful day under the glamour.
The few crystals we can get hold of, we add to the cairns to keep the glamour from fading. And any left over we give to Pavard for his forge. Not that it stops him mourning.
It's all limited. Alright, so now we're going to speak to Rowan in Martha's Rest, so we're going to be heading back into the world map for the Bird of Passage.
You want a bed for the night?
Speak to Martha.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved her. Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a Mimit gourd. And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favour taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush. But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
I will. And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
We certainly do.
Free gourds, baby.
Wouldn't want to keep Mander's father waiting.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the Mimic gourd too. Here.
Originally native to Ash, early trade between the twin realms saw the bright orange vegetable quickly spread across Storm. Though unlike in Waloed, where it can be found in a variety of culinary creations from pies to soups, west of the Altha, the Mimit gourd's use is almost solely limited to chocobo fodder, as it is found to induce a calming effect in ill-tempered birds.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
There she is, my white bird.
Well, we made it.
You didn't know? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Okay, I can now roam with Ambrosia. Okay, and now off to the Rising Tide questline. With Ambrosia in tow. There you go.
Run like the wind.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume?
Noticed her, have you?
The temple is up there.
Don't worry. Those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
Alright, up we go. It's cool to be able to bring enemies together with that move. Just group them all together and then blast them. Yeah, get him. Give me that aquamarine. I expect we'll find our aquamarine mostly just on the main pathway.
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
So not fallen in its aesthetic. The gallery. Now, you see a map and you go, okay, here's the main path. I want to go off and see if there's anything to find off in the distance. Like, we all know by now, this deep into Final Fantasy XVI, that exploration isn't greatly rewarded. But also, we're looking for Aquamarine now, I guess, so there's a little bit of reward there. So we'll see. But there should only be a few. Oh, we've got a Quirrell down here. Temple Quirrell. I've got the wrong shit on. Just a little bit of damage. Get punched, asshole. Goddamn. Okay. Didn't have my setup on for singular targets. Okay. So we were rewarded with a Quirrell fight, and like, of course we can't just walk over there.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
And whatever awaits us there. Right. A slow journey to the top. The Temple of Time. The area of ours, stranded upon the River of Time's shores, does this ancient northern temple lie, its original purpose forgotten.
There, the temple that time forgot.
And the Varys inside.
Yes, you can see the spell's path from the nave.
What is it?
I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Well, alright then. It's probably...
Why build the Vare here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on Drake's Eye, and this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight.
Oh, cool. And then that was going to freeze the Mother Crystal.
The Tonberries like to think these ruins are their own.
And they look none too pleased to see us.
And that is how you get level 5s and Tetskin. Jesus. New enemies approach.
numbers dwindle, theirs seem only to increase, as if they were feeding off our suffering.
That's what they do. Really loving these gorgeous new environments. I'm glad that we're not just roaming through blighted lands and it's actually quite a paradise. Getting away from the end of the world. The Will of Water for Cross Swell, alright. So we can craft rings, but we can also get more, which is increase the damage by 8%. Oh my god. Yo. Oh shit. Okay. Incredible. Master Tomberry. Okay.
You're more than welcome to ask.
Oh. Oh, he just... Okay. He just... Alright. Nice try. Yeah. Jesus. Melting. 153, dude. Oh, come on. Dude, these parries, though. Debone. Ow. Whoa! Yes, we are a little rusty. They definitely put that voice line in the game on purpose. A little rusty. Ah, yes. Yes. Dude, these parries, though. Dude, Master Tunbury, though? Good shit. Melted that boy. I like the design of the tonberries in this one. Though readily available in the mountains of Mysidia, few miners seek out this splendid ore as it makes a poor substitute for both gold and iron. the former of which it contains none, and the latter than which it is harder to work, despite being made up almost entirely of the substance. Yet in spite of those faults, the region's tonberries, for some unknowable reason, are drawn to the mineral. Fools that they are.
That could have been worse, I suppose.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, it's that there's always something worse.
So we'll get a smaller version of that blade, huh? Well, alright then. Ooh, another coil, okay. With a bunch of other enemies. Ow.
I needed that, nice try.
Okay, yep. Just getting poisoned by anything and everything. No. There we go, we finally got that to actually hit properly. It's always just a very satisfying finisher, that one. I need to stock up on my supplies again soon, because I'm burning through my potions. Look at that.
Is that the nave?
Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
Oh shit.
And there I was thinking they'd all migrated south.
The weaker ones did.
The weaker ones. Did you hear that, Sid?
Amazing. Fafnir. Alright. Well, probably shouldn't have used my Zentetskin right at that point. Oh, we got roly-poly, okay. Right in the gut. Okay. Need to get used to the timing on that one.
Nice try.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Hold on. I'm gonna run out of those high potions real quick. Ooh.
What's wrong with it?
Outbreak.
You don't want to be around to find out. Get back.
Okay. Ew.
You've ever seen enough.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're being drawn right to the...
Ready.
Oh. Okay. Dude. Okay. Incredible.
Slow.
Okay. It's all toxic, but there's no poison status effect. Oh, dude, the mid-air parry. Nice. Didn't even use any Mega Flare yet. The Bilious Scales. Since the time of the first Thanes, scales of the North's massive ground lizards have been used to create the light yet impenetrable armor worn by the region's champions. And while these scales gathered from the corpse of Hreidmar are certainly both light and impenetrable, they're also covered in a treacly sludge that not only burns to the touch, but induces severe headaches and nausea. A thorough scrubbing in the sea is recommended before use. And the reflection of lightning for blind justice. Residual lightning ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form, not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. Enhances blind justice, slowing time even further, while increasing the speed at which targets are locked onto.
This place. It's frozen. Just like the surge.
Wow, even the animals. That's crazy. Pigeons, free them!
Another of my ancestors' sins. Shall we?
Okay. I like how the body stays. That's pretty sick. You need to build up that Mega Flare too. I forget, because Bahamut's an icon I haven't really used much, so I'm like... try and use
The
it
blue
more.
veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
But I can feel its ether from here.
Shula, wait. Before we cross the threshold, I'd like to know a little more about how these magics work. I assume we'll be safe from their influence.
We won't grind to a halt, if that's what you mean. The spell only affects the things that were present at the moment it was cast.
You see?
But if we can enter, that means other things can as well.
Like the ones we saw on the way here.
And worse, probably.
Okay. We're in the time bubble, the time stones.
Well, it certainly wasn't ours. When he realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
Man, this is so cool. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen when this all comes crashing down. It's wild that we're able to navigate it. You just like walk in, immediately freeze. This music's cool for it too. Ah, frost bomb.
I could, but they are. Then why is it so cold?
You bastard. Only... Okay. Press the go away button.
That's better.
Tondri Hexo. That's pretty cool. If I'm gonna get any really well-timed dodges out of this. There you go. Okay, this one. Never mind, they started throwing projectiles. Oh, the battle ended. I was unleashing my move, guys. I just like to walk through my ruins with mass fireworks going everywhere. So many different variants of them, which is actually awesome.
Nice try.
Dude, why am I'm trying to like look for these small little knife throws. There we go. New enemies approach. Oh god. Go away button.
I can only imagine what this place must have been like before the attack.
This would have been a hall of worship. There was something similar in my father's keep. The priests would deliver their sermons from the dais.
Your father?
She asked you a question, Jill. Jill refuses to elaborate once more. We're just getting, at the moment, spoon-fed Jill going into stuff, I guess. Obviously, there's no map, so we're kind of just roaming. Oh, there's a big one with a whole group. Okay.
Just let us pass. It's all right. We'll get through this.
timing for all these enemies to show up. Very good. Level up. Level 51.
The path is clear. One last climb, then.
Alright, what a combo of attacks. Cool.
There.
If we have another fight here... alright. We'll see how I go. Where's the Tonberry King? We've fought Master Tonberries and a bunch of different variants.
It's just as I thought.
Jill, does this ether not feel somehow?
Familiar, yes. I sensed it the moment we arrived, though I wasn't sure until now. You can feel it too, can't you, Clive? She's calling us.
You don't mean the witch?
I do. Though she was more than that. Much more. She was a dominant. A dominant who once commanded the icon that now resides in both me and Clive.
Oh. Of course. I don't know why I didn't see it. Who else would have the power to freeze time?
None other than Shiva herself. But for her ether to endure after all these years, it's almost as if...
Okay, this is awesome.
As if she shared it with another, just as Torgal shared in my ice.
Whoa! Fucking ice brand over here, dude. I like how when we saw the frozen wave in the original, we're like, Shiva. And then we're like, oh, hey, it's not frozen ice, it's frozen time.
Not as friendly as us.
And then it's still Shiva, but just... oh, shit, okay.
It wasn't that. I doubt they even knew it existed.
Timekeeper. Oh my god, okay. Let's get a mega flare going. Oh, big hammer. Alright. Oh, okay, we're doing all the weapons. Gotcha. Oh my god, okay. Alright, got a mega flare up. Hailstorm. Okay, spamming dodge. Jesus. Oh! Yo! What a cool design, dude.
Why won't it yield?
It's semi-priming, dude. Clive, now it's your turn.
It would sooner die than fail its mistress.
Well, command it then, Jill. You have the power of Shiva. Talk to this.
No choice.
How interesting, right? Like, you'd think that Clive and Jill both possessing an element of power. Oh! What? Dude, what? Yes, dude. I like this. Fucking... Oh my god. Okay. We got new moves, new weapons now. What? Oh. Should have seen that coming. Oh. 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 Oh! Oh, God! Oh, my God! What are these attacks? What the fuck? Okay. Alright, time to start getting the Mega Flare up. Never mind. Wait, what? Aha! Get fucking dodged. Okay. I like that you're open, but I'm charging a Mega Flare right now, sorry. Alright, there we go. Oh no! I didn't mean to activate it. Oops. Whatever, I activated it now. That stagger bar did not last that long.
It's getting colder.
Frozen in time. Okay. Did you thought? Oh. Oh, I thought I could just like stand in between those. Nope. I can't move. I can't move. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, I'll just take all of those. Jesus.
We better cut this short.
What the fuck? Damn it, I didn't even mean to do that one. Final oath. Bruh. I can't even see you. Like, that's the crazy part. It's like I just can't even see you. Holy crap. I'm gonna die. I've gone through fucking everything, dude. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm not hitting him. That's really annoying. He's in the air. Why don't you teleport to him in the air? No. Okay. Oh.
There's a good boy.
That was a mistake.
Nice try. To me, Blake! Nice try.
Oh!
Too slow. Nice try.
Fuck you, staggered. I'm still in this. I'm still in this. I'm still in this! Fuck you! I win! Oh, I was so convinced I was gonna die. Oh my god. Literally burned through everything that I had left, but I was like, I'm not giving in! Dude. Oh, getting him to the stagger, though. Oh my god. Timeless guard brace. Heart of iron. Beats alone. Through solemn oath, our sins atoned. A northern nursery rhyme. And Reflection of Ice for Cold Snap enhances the Cold Snap, both slightly increasing duration of the ice trail and extending the input window for permafrost. Whew. I wonder if it'll respond to Clive and Jill with the whole Shiva thing. They're like, recognize me, you know? What a cool fight. I survived.
Now let's destroy it and put an end to this.
Wait. The spell must be weakened, not undone.
Isn't that what we came here for?
Did you ever stop to wonder what might happen to the tidal surge if I unraveled the whole spell at once? I didn't think so. This is going to require a bit more finesse. From wind and light, water and earth, let the silent pall of mine ice. There's too much ether.
Help out, guys.
Here. Let me help. Let us help. Almost.
I love the rendition of this theme.
Did it work?
I think so. The thread connecting this place to the child should be broken. Meaning Walyas should finally be...
Free once more. Leviathan, our most profaned fragment, its divinity defiled by the hand of man, its spirit shackled by his hubris, till Mythos came, bringing release. Now, let the sins of man be redeemed by the hand of the servant of God.
Dude.
Damn it.
Oh, Leviathan awakens.
It's happening. Isn't it?
It is.
What is? What's going on?
Precisely what we feared. Leviathan is out of control. Don't despair. This isn't over yet. You should head back to the village and get everyone to higher ground. As for the rest, Ifrit will handle.
Let's go. I've been waiting for my prime time. Dude. Oh, the way that they did that. The way that they did that. I can't even go anywhere else anymore. I am out of items, dude. Its creator awoken, the surge howls in anguish as the maelstrom at its heart moves to swallow the world. And with that one, this is where we bring our episode of Final Fantasy XVI The Rising Tide to a close, as we are on the precipice of a battle between Leviathan and Ifrit and the continuation of this DLC. Thank you so very much for joining me for this episode. The Timekeeper, what a cool boss. The only thing I would have really loved there, because it was this portion of Shiva's power, right? I would have loved if we beat the boss and then Jill takes this moment to like do some cool Shiva stuff to like finish off the enemy. You know, that would have been a really cool moment that I would have loved to see. But working Ultima into the story here is perfect. And obviously, you know, it makes sense that it would with how this is placed in the story. So it's really cool that even this little glamour place, it's not safe from Ultima's eyes and Ultima's grasp. So that is so damn cool. And yes, we will be continuing this one next time. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you then.